Hey everyone, how is everyone doing, huh? On this Sunday, what is it? March 8th? March 7th, I'm sorry, I'm just like 24 hours ahead of time. Doing my podcast, taking it easy. I did some cooking, cooked some amazing fucking lamb again. Uh, I was out yesterday. Actually, I met one of the friends for coffee. I got some tea. Him and I walked around in fucking Soho. Then we went to the NYU area, and it was great to see him in good shape. And then I met a date afterwards, and we went to fucking Hudson Hall here in Jersey City. Their food is fucking amazing, and it's not expensive either. So that was good. And yeah, here I am, just taking it easy. How is everyone doing, huh? How are the things out in the fucking world, huh? One thing happened on Friday was that I had to let go of my fucking office manager. I mean, I knew that was going to happen because she was making mistakes. Sorry, I apologize. I don't want to turn my podcast into like fucking my work stuff, but she was making mistakes, and I kept reminding her, listen, if you don't know or if you're not sure about anything, please ask me before sending emails out or whatever, invoicing out. But I don't know, man. It's just like it's not easy to have like fucking office managers, But I wasn't kind of happy with her, her work. But in any case, so I wished her the best of luck, etc., etc. And I have that ad on Indeed, so let's see. I'll get some resumes this week, right? And the other thing is that there's not a lot of office work, like it's a lot of time to have an office manager full time, So I'm just going to look for somebody part time, maybe 3 days a week, All right. And then yesterday, actually, I went to the driving range, actually, in Chelsea Piers, right? At Chelsea Piers. I basically swaying for like, I don't know, for maybe 50 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. That was nice, My arm is kind of fucking sore. And then today, I went to fucking Walmart, right, in Bayonne, to look for some, like golf, clubs and all that, but they don't have anything. And then I also went to Dick's Sporting Goods on Staten Island, right? And everything was so fucking expensive. I looked at the drivers, drivers and the irons, so fucking expensive. So I came back and I ordered them online from Walmart, So I'm going to, I'm going to do that maybe like every week as much as I can because I like it, it's just fun. And it's not as much fun as, playing like 9 holes, But when the golf course opens here in Jersey City, where is that? Skyway Golf Club. Or or even another one nearby. Um, Hopefully, starting this spring. And today, as you all know, weather was a little nicer. Yesterday we were walking in fucking Soho and it was so fucking cold, you know. And I think it's actually getting even warmer tomorrow and I think Wednesday. Um, yeah, Monday, actually Tuesday all the way up to fucking Friday is in the 50s and the 60s. Now that's going to really feel like spring or even like warm, because I was driving in my car, without the heat on, and I was feeling the sun and the heat, the warmth, right? Yeah, so I am going to play golf. I think I'm going to do that. Because the good thing about golf is that you can just play it by yourself, You don't have to have any, like, other players, right? I'll invite maybe a couple of my friends if they are interested. But we'll see, right? So, what else is going on? I have just been, focusing on work, obviously. And, this is what I'm actually trying to learn is that past, the past, whatever has happened in my past, when I go back into the fucking past memories and all that, right? Good or bad or whatever. What I'm learning is that, and I keep reminding myself, is that whatever has happened in the past, okay, I mean, everybody has to learn from their past and move forward, right? So what I say is that, fuck the past. If I keep my thoughts in the past, which actually has nothing to do with what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So, my notion of, like, not dwell in the past is just say to myself, listen, man, okay, whatever happened in the past has nothing to do, right? It's gone, it's done, So let's just move forward, right? Let's just fucking move forward. So that's what I'm learning, and that's what I do, I have good memories of the past. It's not like my past was like fucking disaster all the time, right? But it's just the last time, last fucking time is what like fucking creeps into me sometimes. Now that I'm fucking 47, But again, that's done. That's past. Leave it behind and march forward, right? That's it. And then the other thing is, I am learning, obviously, is, again, without repeating myself, is that I have to just focus on things which I want to do. I'm really looking forward to like travel, and just get out of town and as far as other things in my life, obviously, good relationships, etc., right? And I just have to be in that line and not too much worry about why I have lost so much time and blah blah blah. Now I want to do things that actually make sense to me. Including hopefully my citizenship thing. It's solved or resolved. I mean, the application is in. Um, and then my other sister is getting married, I think in June, July, or whatever they're doing, right? Whatever she's doing. Hopefully I can travel and, be there for her wedding, right? Hopefully. Although I'm not sure. What are the other things I wanted to actually kind of touch on, taking it easy, is very important. It's just like things are now actually becoming more normal in this new pandemic stricken land of planet Earth, right? Things are actually opening up now. And it feels kind of normal. Like, for example, we were walking yesterday, right, in Soho, and Soho is big, kind of big, on Broadway, south of Houston, obviously, that's Soho. And I was talking to my friend, and back in May, June, right, when I was driving down fucking Broadway, all the stores were like boarded up, they were all fucking boarded up, and it was like a shanty town, And now, the crowds are big, which is good, I mean, it's really not about the crowds, but in terms of like somehow it feels what it used to be pre-pandemic, right? I think the restaurants are going to have more capacity. I think in April, if I heard that correctly, and looks like there is now light at the end of the fucking tunnel, right? Yes. And I think concerts and live shows are coming back too in New York. So life is basically coming back to normal somehow, right? Except if these politicians don't act like, comrades and dictators and tell us to stay home, right? Not open the businesses. And it has already hurt a city like New York so much, including us, all of us, small business owners, etc., 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 So I got my, sandwich today from that bagel shop in Hoboken. I walked around, in that small park they have right on Hudson. It was nice. It was sunny, kind of warm. I think it was in the 40s. It was nice. And there were a lot of people there too. Not a lot of people, but I remember not last year. Was that last year or the year before? I think last year. Last year? No, not last year. Last year was fucking Corona, right? I think the year before, or maybe towards August, when Corona was kind of like down, and then they have that park, that same park I was talking about, and when it's summer, it's like a fucking, it's like a beach, all this grass, but people are naked, not naked, but they take their clothes off and shirtless, whatever, right? Not shirtless, but they basically bask in the sun, right? Bask in the sun. Sunshine is good for you. Vitamin D, right? Natural source of vitamin D. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that this summer is going to be a much better summer than last year, right? Okay, so does that mean that we don't have to use masks anymore? I don't think that's gonna happen, especially here up here in Northeast in these states. I mean, Texas is opening obviously, and so are some of the other states, right? Mississippi. Um, but states like New York and California, I think they are the worst. I can imagine, I understand that, they have a lot of population, especially in big cities. But um, I think, I think still that the lawmakers, politicians, whatever, I don't think they're actually following the statistics. They're just doing it for the sake of doing it. If you look at countries like fucking Japan and Singapore and all these, right? They never actually closed anything. And they didn't have any corona, like big corona, like fucking, you know, um, pandemic deaths, or even the the people affected, right, are people who got corona. I don't think they had a lot of people had coronavirus. But in any case, let's just not fucking talk about corona anymore. So, all right. So what are you going to talk about, sir? Um, how about what's going to happen in the next 5 years, right? In the areas that I'm interested in, space travel, right? Space travel, I think Elon Musk is going to take that Japanese billionaire, what's his name, who is actually who's going to pay for 7 other people to go around the fucking moon for, I think, a few days and then come back, right? They're not going to land on the moon, obviously. The Starship or whatever that rocket is, right? SpaceX's rocket, that's going to take them around the moon. So they're going to see moon from a fucking like a closer distance, obviously, right? And then they will be able to see fucking Earth from a distance, right? And then I'm just hoping that we will have a base. How many times should you say that, sir? I'm hoping that we would have a base on fucking Mars and Moon in the next, well, not 5 years, maybe 10 years, right? Maybe the next fucking 10 years. All right, and then technology, technology-wise, what's going to happen to social media? Who the fuck knows? Maybe somebody will come up with another fucking YouTube or something, more innovative. Is that what it is? More innovative people are there, maybe like an equivalent of a fucking Facebook or Twitter. Who the fuck knows, right? All right. And then the human civilization, right? Obviously, in the second decade of the 21st century, I'm just hoping that we will have more advances in, including my own my third eye, not my third eye, but my, prediction for future is that I think flying cars is going to be a reality soon. I'm hoping. And I was actually thinking about that the other day, right? I think, I think that flying cars isn't like fucking drones, like personal flying, going to be um, going to be a what do you call a reality if we can somehow come up with like a hybrid model, right? So um, that it can be easily parked. A hybrid model between a car and a flying machine, right? Something like from fucking Blade Runner, right? So I think that's going to happen. Like I said, these movies predict future, and I think that's going to become a reality. What else? In the field of medicine, obviously, hopefully this fucking pharma nonsense. I watched a movie yesterday. I'll talk about that towards the end of my podcast regarding that. A new movie from 2021, right? And internet is going to be faster. Is it going to be faster? I have no fucking idea. Obviously, and then also I think travel. Travel like inter-country travel. Is that what you said? Intercontinental travel. Travel within states or interstate travel, right? I think that's going to be also faster. I'm just hoping. I think Elon Musk wants to use his rockets to cut down travel time, right? Going from city to city, I think, or at least going from continent to continent. And are we ready for that yet? I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I would rather like fly fucking fast. Let's say getting to fucking San Diego, right, in an hour or maybe a couple of hours instead of being on the plane for like 6 hours, right? Exactly. So all the science fiction, not all of them, but many of them are going to come true. The science fiction, what do you call the model of future is slowly going to be no longer science fiction, right? If we human beings stop making fucking weapons of mass destruction and focus on, betterment for everybody, huh? Well, I'm not sure. Betterment for everybody, that's an overstatement. I mean, it would be nice and ideal if this planet was a better place for everybody, but that's not true. Unfortunately, there are many people who are suffering and all that, right? In any case, so I mean, I can't do anything. And the other thing I was thinking about was immigration. Also, a very important topic, and we have all these poor South Americans who come here, and they are actually holding us, at the what do you call it? At the ground level of like and everything, almost fucking everything. All the restaurant workers, construction workers. They are the ones who are actually doing all this work. Including as opposed to other immigrants or immigrants from other countries, right? hopefully Biden, you know, as opposed to Trump, would do something in a sense that you know, we need the workers, right? We need the workers. So give them a path to get a green card or citizenship, right? Eventually, right? And you know, it's kind of cruel if you think about it. You know, all these poor people, you know, they work and they work hard, and then at the end of the day, you know, if they don't have a status, you know, that fucking sucks. I'm all for that. Um, and what else? What else? This week is busy. Obviously, I'm getting a little more work. Um, so we're gonna get busier, which is good. Isn't that what I always say? Always say. And work is good. It keeps you strong, you know. And I actually sent out a couple of proposals today after I did my cooking and all that, right? All right, so the 21st century, just imagine 10 years from now, or even like, let's say 20 years from now, what would the life be like on this planet, right? It's going to be fucking amazing, I think. You know, I wish I were younger, but for millennials, all you millennials out there, you know, you would be seeing a lot of things that many other folks won't be able to see, right? Who the fuck knows? Maybe we will finally be visited by the fucking aliens, right? Yeah, that subject is mute because aliens would not visit us the way we think they would, right? Speaking of which, I was watching that fucking movie again with my dad here, District 9, you know, which with Shartlu Copley, how do you say his fucking name? Great fucking movie. And well, okay, again, the subject of aliens visiting us is new because if the aliens are more advanced than us, then they're already here through very non-invasive ways. I think that's what they are. That's my notion of aliens. Isn't that what Neil deGrasse Tyson said? That if you really want to, like somebody asked him, am I fucking repeating myself? Somebody asked him, if I want to meet aliens, but then how do I do that in my lifetime? He said, oh, take a psychedelic. What? In any case, so who knows? But I think some psychedelics are being used therapeutically, you know. And I said that before that they have a lot of potential. Psychedelics have a lot of potential for therapeutic use, you know, for people dealing with depression and all that, right? Addiction. And we haven't actually explored, you know, on a real scientific basis, their potential for using medicine and all that, right? Because we have these fucking pharmas, and that's what people use. That's what the doctors prescribe, and that's what people use, and then they become addicted to them, right? Sometimes, to some of them. But psychedelics are not addictive, right? Is that true? I have no fucking idea. But in any case, it's going to be a hopefully prosperous life for everybody ahead of time, right? This pandemic has fucking like jolted this planet like as if some fucking alien invasion has happened. That's what it felt like last year. Even to this day, I still don't believe that we are in a new normalcy, or maybe I'm just in denial, right? Well, even if I deny, that's not going to change the truth, right? That's not going to change the fact that that's what happened last year. So, but this year hopefully is going to be better. And then in my own personal life, I'm just hoping that it's going to be also better for me this year, business-wise and otherwise, compared to all the, whatever the hell it was like a kind of hell, sort of, I felt like it last year, but we got to be optimistic, right? I mean, I try to be a skeptic more than an optimistic. So I'm a skeptical optimist. I am optimistically skeptic. Is that even a word? Maybe it is, or maybe it's not. But you get my point, right? Okay, so I don't want to go on and on. It's Sunday night, and I want to just take it easy. Saturday, 9:44 p.m. They're going to change the fucking clock tonight, I think. 2 a.m. in the morning, right? So, every one of you out there, the time is going to move forward, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, so 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock is going to be 2 o'clock, right? All right, everyone. So maybe we should just get into my cheat sheet. I have a few topics this time, I believe. I presume, again, that you all are having a great weekend. All right, okay. So my first topic, everyone. Ninjatitan skeleton. Ninjatitan skeleton. So what the hell is that, sir? So Ninjatitans were a species of these dinosaurs, right? And they found a skeleton, Ninjatitan skeleton, I think somewhere in South America, in Argentina. Here we go. Fossils of huge Ninjatitan dinosaur that lived 140 million years ago. 140 fucking million years ago. That's a lot of fucking time, right? And then if you look at these dinosaurs, this fossils, the fossils, not the skeleton, yeah, I've got fossils based on skeleton, right? And it's fucking enormous. It's huge, right? It's fucking huge. And just imagine if these dinosaurs were not actually extinct because of that asteroid hit, right? Comet or asteroid, whatever it was, right? We would not have been, most likely, probably, on this planet. We have not been actually able to, we would not have been able to actually survive. Although dinosaurs came a long time before us, right? Long before us. Here we go. Titanosaurs are recorded on various sides of the world, but the oldest known records were more modern than this find. Okay, here we go. So the length of this Ninjatitan, right, dinosaur was about 65 feet. Jesus fucking Christ. So 65 feet is from this wall to back of the my entrance door to my apartment. That's about maybe 40 feet. So maybe into the other apartment, right? Across the fucking hallway. And that's fucking 65 feet. Can you fucking believe that? These giant animals. Alright, so I thought that was interesting. And my next topic is, Texas back to normal. So Texas obviously is back to normal, right? After that snowstorm and everybody was fucking freaking out. I mean, not freaking out, they were freaking out for a reason. No electricity, no water, right? It seemed like it's back to normal. I mean, in terms of temperature and all that, right? Obviously, so it was 32 degrees or below 32, and then it shot up to like fucking 80 degrees. Is that what it is? Probably, most likely. And I'm assuming that they're going to learn, Texas government is going to learn from this event, unusual weather event, right? And put their shit together and work on their power plants and whatever the hell they have to do, right? Water. And it also goes for other states, which may actually experience similar, unusual, outlier kind of weather events. All right. I think I said that in my last podcast. Did I? I think I did that. I do want to visit Austin actually, maybe this year. Or maybe towards after the fall, maybe I'll visit Austin, right? After the fall, I'll visit Austin and spend like a few days down there, because I never been to Texas really. I don't remember going to Texas. No, I never been there. All right, so my next and last topic, everyone. SpaceX SN10. So what the fuck happened? So SN10 is one of the rockets, right? That made by SpaceX. The space Elon Musk SpaceX agency, right? Company, not agency, sorry. And so they were testing that, right? They were testing that, and then it went up, I think, successfully. It was launched successfully. It went up, and then it also landed back. I think this is one of the rockets that Elon Musk wants to use for Mars mission. Is that what it is? Or Moon mission, one of those, right? And so they tested it. It went up, and then it went up. I think it went up. How far did it go? About 10 kilometers high, right? 10 kilometers. And 10 kilometers is less than 5 miles, right? High. 32,800 feet, right? And then it fucking exploded after actually it landed. So obviously, Elon Musk's starships or rockets are not perfect. So how much fucking money he lost on that? I have no fucking idea. And then I said in my last podcast that I have that the NASA's app on my phone, and I go there and check the news and photos and fucking amazing photos from that Mars rover that just landed last month, right? And that's going to be more advanced, hopefully, including people, not only Elon Musk, but including people like Jeff Bezos and all these other people, right? Bronson. And they are all basically trying to, start a fucking space travel, right? I mean, space travel is already a reality. It should have been more of a reality. But looks like for 50 years, we were fucking dormant. except for the International Space Station, which is really not that kind of fucking, advanced, whatever it is. But I guess, without being judgmental about these fucking human beings, I have to say that we should have made more progress. That's all I have to say. We should have made more progress in space travel, etc., etc. Right? All right, everyone. So that's the topics for this week or weekend. Now, movies and shows, right? Movies and shows. I saw that fucking movie, Silk Road. Silk Road, right? What's his name? Joe Rogan had the director on his show. And Silk Road is a new movie. I think it came out last month. Yes, you can watch it on fucking Google. Without any spoiler alerts, but it's about that fucking kid who started the Amazon online of drugs. Is that what it is? Silk Road. I mean, it's not exactly what my type of or genre of movies is, but it was very interesting, so I recommend this to you all, right? And then kind of like new, yes, it is new. The other movie I watched was Crisis, right? Crisis is about like fucking drug war, and what is it, methamphetamines, and what do you call pharmaceuticals, some fictional pharmaceutical company, without any spoiler, sorry, trying to come up with a fucking pill which is not addictive to deal with pain, right? As opposed to fucking opioids, OxyContin, and all those, right? So that was interesting. And then the show I've been watching, I told you guys, is Eureka. Eureka is not really exactly my kind of show, although it has the sci-fi element to it, right? So that's why I like it. And then, what's the other show I watched? No, I think that's it for Eureka. I didn't watch. I mean, I had to find maybe another show. See, the thing about these shows, I like the shows which have the sci-fi element or the futuristic element, right? Or dystopian futuristic element. But it has to be like a flow. The story has to flow, I don't like the shows where they have a different story in every fucking episode, I don't like that. They will have a different story. That's not my fucking cup of tea. All right, everyone. So with that said, I think I'm going to close my podcast. Again, have a great start of the week, and I'll see you all next week.